It's your Friday dose of all the big stories brought to you with the different perspective of young leaders instead of the usual commentators that we have. We have student union leaders, and here's what they'll be debating on the show today. No rift in the Samajwadi Party, says Mulayam Singh Yadav, as he appears to have brokered a truce between his son and UP Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav and brother Shivpal Yadav. But just months before elections in the biggest state, what does it say about dangers of dynasties? Nitish Kumar's government has been under increasing attack from the opposition for not doing enough and allowing Shahabuddin to get bail. Today, it finally swung into action and filed a petition in the top court to cancel his bail. Is the original Bahubali of Bihar back? Will Shahabuddin weaken the grand alliance in the state? And is Jungle Raj not too far in Bihar? Tamil Nadu may have won the Cauvery dispute in court, but the state went ahead and had a bandh anyway, apparently to protest violence targeted against Tamils in Karnataka. Could states have handled situations better? And what do young leaders have to say about the decades-old debate? Would you say this is one of the dangers of dynasties? Maybe Sunny Daman, you should go first, because the Congress has been known to be the main dynastic family.
Like, the Congress party has lost a lot, from Indira Gandhi to Rajiv Gandhi. The family which we are talking right now is a Yadav family. It's not just a Yadav family, it's a caste-based organization, I'll say. Because I belong to Uttar Pradesh and Muzaffarnagar, I have seen what they have done. From Panchayat level to the Jila Adhyaksh, they all are Yadavs. From each and every important post of police station to every important portfolios in Uttar Pradesh are given to basically Yadavs only. I respect the democracy, but that doesn't mean that there are only Yadavs. It is just 13% of Uttar Pradesh population, and it is a land-owning caste. I belong to a lower caste also, EBC, but we don't have any representation. We don't have education. We don't have land. What they have, and they are using their mob in Uttar Pradesh. What they have given in last 2 years, it is nothing but Muzaffarnagar riots, and due to that riot, BJP won the election. What does
family feud say really about the kind of politics that is there now in UP?
It is not family feuds. It is the feudal relationship between these patriarch. There is not a single woman in their party. It is either the wife or daughter or daughter-in-law. No single representation of a woman in this party. So which kind of family it is? It is not a family. It is a feudal organization, caste-based organization.
Do you think it will affect the polls? Do you think, as the ABVP and watching from there, because BJP has a huge stake in the UP polls, do you think it'll affect?
See, first of all, commenting on the Parivar thing, I have observed in another show of yours is that all these dynasty-based parties are basically behaving like FOFO, family-owned, family-operated companies.
FOFO, that's a new term, yeah.
So in that way, there's nothing different in this family also. What my friend Vinod was saying is exactly a very, very correct picture he was presenting. I've also come from UP. I have faced similar sorts of experiences around me, not because my family as such is not politically active.
Apart from Balu, are you all from UP?
Yes.
Yeah.
Political command. Balu, yeah. This is actually after 55 months. This is an attempt by Akhilesh Yadav and his political strategist to show that Akhilesh enjoys total command. The story, the reality of the events, why these twists took place is basically the High Court order regarding Gayatri Prajapati and another ministers who were very favorite of Mr. Shivpal Singh Yadav,
right,
and were holding stakes were having Ministry of Mining, wherein Mulayam Singh's other son was having shares. So this entire thing revolves around the family feud, and this has been what our Amit Shah ji has been saying, that 4.5 प्रधानमंत्री 4.5 चीफ मिनिस्टर जो है उस देश चला रहे हैं. So similar kind of thing is happening, and what in Hindi, what Akhilesh Yadav has done today has actually, in Hindi there is a quotation called thuk ke chatna. So first he said that he has removed everybody, and now as per the truce agreement which is being discussed around, we find that this is that he has to cut his own words and he has to come back to his own positions. And Akhilesh Yadav has also is a complete complicit in all this kind of things which are happening across the, and ministries have been divided.
I like the phrase that you raised, because that's become the phrase of the BJP in Uttar Pradesh as well, of having 4.5 or 5 chief ministers. Balu, how do you see what's happening there?
I think, see, of course, this family dynasty politics is not something, it's extremely undemocratic. And I represent the left here, and whatever allegations that you can raise against the left, this is not something which is present within the left. My friend from ABP has told, has put allegations against Congress regarding dynasty politics. Look into BJP, the recent MLAs, MPs of BJP, Vasundhara Raje's son, Munde family, then Mahajan family, Yashwant Sinha's child, Raman Singh's child,
kind of case in Congress are the kind of cases
which are
ex-Chief Minister Damal's child. So there are there's a series of new MLAs, MPs coming from BJP, and if you look, if you have the empirical data or regarding the MLAs and MPs which come from BJP over the last years, you will see there will be some sort of family connection. It may not be as institutionalized as some other parties, but there is strong. There are in various states there are MLAs, MPs from BJP coming who are the sons and daughters who have no connection, who probably have not done any sort of groundwork, but apart from the fact that their children now BJP MPs and MLAs. So this Parivar element is not something which is confined to SP, Congress, vagera. It's
so
very
only
much
in the left is it not there.
That is not something which you can't. She came as a CATU trade union worker. Okay, she rose on the ranks.
In that case, everybody rose. In that case, everybody rose.
No, 40, 50 years.
We're running out of time on this debate, but I wanted a quick kind of assessment and one-line assessment from all of you all, that in this entire fight, who do you think came out on top, and how do the people of Uttar Pradesh, is there a win-win or it doesn't affect them at all? Yeah,
it is a media propaganda to save Akhilesh Yadav, because in media they want to show that Akhilesh is a youth. But in reality, we are suffering, especially in Bundelkhand region. If you go there,
what is the media propaganda? This entire fight?
Yes, its entire fight is media propaganda to show.
That's how ABVP and NSUI agree on that.
We can agree to disagree.
Okay. So speaking of old politics and new, our other second debate looks at the release of criminal politician Shahabuddin from jail on bail. It's been a major headline, major controversy, because he is associated with the ruling RJD, and when Nitish Kumar first came to power, it was on the plank of cleaning up Jungle Raj in Bihar. Now the bail order has finally been challenged again in Supreme Court, and it's not just by the family of one of the victims, but also by the Bihar government in Supreme Court. So Supreme Court will be hearing it. The question that we are asking on that debate really is, do you think that Bihar government would have challenged it if there hadn't been so much of an outrage? Sunny Dhiman, the Congress is an ally in the state, and we've seen what everyone's observed is that the Bihar government, when he got bail, they didn't really stop him from getting bail. And are they only challenging it now in Supreme Court because there's been so much of an outrage?
No. First, as being a student leader from student politics, we respect Comrade Chandu, and therefore for us Shahabuddin is a criminal and he should be hanged. First. Second, as we are in government, and Dr. Ashok Chaudhary, who is also in government, he has placed his view like we are against the release of Shahabuddin, and we are of the same opinion. And from the side of NSUI, but we want to say that this matter has gone to Supreme Court now, and we expect from Supreme Court that his bail should be rejected, because there is a history behind Shahabuddin, that he is a king in his region Siwan. So there will be pressure on those who has filed cases against him, and especially to the mother of Comrade Chandu, who were very happy when Shahabuddin got jailed for 2 years. She distributed sweets, and we want to see her those things again, to distribute sweets when he'll be back in jail.
Vinod Kumar, is this the kind of, I know you said you're from Uttar Pradesh, but Bihar is nearby as well. Yeah. So does this mean that things really haven't changed in Bihar?
Judiciary released him, and that the very surprising thing that is he welcomed by the peoples. The hero kind of welcoming is there. Yeah. So for a mature democracy, that this kind of hero worshipping and charismatic welcoming is very problematic. Yes. So I would like to say.
So you're saying it's natural for the other politicians to also compromise on him because he commands that kind of popularity, despite the fact there are horrendous cases of him?
It's fear. It's fear among people. They have to come out because the bung has came out. So we are against that popularity or the fear.
Balu, what does Shahabuddin symbolize in our politics?
No, Shahabuddin symbolizes the worst form of politics that was in that RJD regime. You know, there were, whatever you can say about the Lalu Prasad regime, there were, whether there were positive or negative aspects, Shahabuddin and Papu Yadav represent the worst degenerate form of that kind of regime. And with respect to comrade, I am from JNU, and we have had our union president assassinated by Shahabuddin and his goons in 1997. And Comrade Chandu has still not got justice, because with respect to Comrade Chandu's case, the court has not even convicted Shahabuddin.
That's right. The trial is still ongoing.
And he has been he was convicted for some murder of some local businessman. So I believe, like, you know, there should be complete distance. RJD and JDU, if they.
But how do you think the JDU has handled it?
No, now they have filed a petition in Supreme Court against the bail plea. At least late they have done, but I don't know if they would have done had there not been protests. And there were protests in Delhi. There were protests across. Various left organizations had done protests against of this particular this person coming out of the on bail.
Abhijit, the chorus and the outcry that we saw in Bihar once Shahabuddin had gotten bail, and by the kind of comments that we were seeing from him, whether it was also about Chief Minister Nitish Kumar as well, that's that kind of protest and the BJP's opposition there in the state now being blunted by their move in Supreme Court?
I don't think so. First of all, I would like to observe regarding this high moral position taken by the two representatives, one is NSU and SFI, because they have said it's like muh mein ram bagal mein churi. They were saying when this alliance has taken place is that that this is an alliance which is for the future of India. When Lalu Yadav, when we said that this is for Jungle Raj. As far as this case, this particular case of Shahabuddin is concerned, I think it was a very well staged, managed release of Shahabuddin, because you see why was he released? He was released because the High Court had given a clear order that in 9 months the trial must be started, but even the summons have been not served. So when he was sitting in the Siwan jail, even then the trial had not begun. Even when he had been shifted to the Bhagalpur jail, by video conferencing other means, the trial had not begun. So it was a clear case wherein the Congress government, the Congress is a part of the government, Nitish Kumar and all others, because Nitish Kumar holds the Home Ministry. Nitish Kumar holds the charge of Home Ministry, and in this regard it is his clear complicity in this particular case. As far as the other part is concerned, is that when Nitish Kumar was with BJP in the government, then we had when in a case Shahabuddin was going to be released, and the Crime Control Act was being implemented in that case, and because it is said that when these kind of history sheeters are going to be released, then they should not be released. And in this case, the Crime Control Act, please stop making these kind of comments. This doesn't. We will not even give respect to the answer.
He was not allowed to. He was not allowed to enter in Gujarat.
But Sunny, that kind of comparison doesn't hold in this kind of case.
No, because he represents BJP
Shahabuddin is someone with a long history
with a long
history. But Amit Shah also hold a long history of rioting in Gujarat.
Okay, so you wanted to say something?
Yeah, see, that's what. See, when you look at it objectively, without applying all this politics into it, see, we can see that all over the country we have a system where under trials, or we glorify pre-detention, pre-trial detention. I think which is not proper. However, whatever the crime, I think we are talking only here about pre-detention. When the High Court grants bail for pre-trial detentions, we cry out against it. The media goes all out against it. I think that should not be the case. See, if you are convicted, if the court comes to the conclusion that he is the wrongdoer and he is guilty, then there is no wrong in putting him inside the prison. But for some offences which are yet to face trial, and some person or XYZ is inside the prison and he is coming out on jail, I don't think so much of hue and cry can be made about that. We have seen Maya Kodnani released on bail, Babu Bajrangi released on bail, Amit Shah discharged, and no appeal has been filed by the CBI against the discharge. So all these things, when there is a judicial verdict, it's not as though the government has opened the prison doors and send them out.